Fuck that. Keep going. Yo, man. All the Epstein list is Pizzagate 2.0. Why is it that all the stuff on there is pretty much linking up the stuff we had already told y'all about 10, 11 years ago? That's what I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like when a person's been right the whole time, and then y'all, prolong stuff, and then we just get a bunch of other silly motherfuckers around, and they act like they care about the kids, and it's like, you can't care about the kids. People have talked about this for too long. It doesn't make any sense. Epstein files. Epstein gets popped in 2006 under the Bush administration, the Bush Jr. administration. Epstein gets arrested for a lewd, obscenious acts against minors, sex trafficking, stuff like that. This picture comes out maybe like 2018, 19. Of course, it's photoshopped. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm saying it's symbolic. It's telling of something. Everybody's like, oh, this is made up. Then later on, you guys seen a different picture of Obama and George Clooney on a boat, and that's supposed to be the little Asian girl that you see kind of hanging. That's another Photoshop. That's not real. But it's alluding to something. It's telling. How is Obama in the Epstein files? Why is Obama in the Epstein files? This doesn't make any sense. Unless those hot dog and pizza parties have more to them. But he's popped in 06. Obama doesn't get in office until 08. There's no reason to have Obama and Jay-Z. And that's another stupid thing. The whole Jay-Z 96, him and Pusha T, that doesn't make any sense. There is no Pusha T in 96. Jay-Z, his first album year, it's not the first time he hit the industry. Jay-Z been in the industry since the late 80s. Those were like FBI hot tip phone lines. Anybody could have called in and said that. There's no verification of that. There's no verification to the Jay-Z thing. There's no verification to the Trump thing. The lady who said Trump did something to her, she's a dope fiend. You know what I'm saying? She's like literally diagnosed as insane. So you don't have there's no credibility when it comes to Donald Trump. There isn't anything credible there. The reason that we had this picture and the reason that Obama is in the Epstein files is because basically the Epstein files is Pizzagate. That's basically what it is. They never had any information, really, guys. They wanted the kiddie porn. That's what they wanted. I don't know why people don't get that. Obama had the transcripts. Like, he's the one who deaded the files. Why would he do that? Because he was going to throw in other things into these files that was supposed to be deaded. Nobody was ever supposed to open this shit. Oh, it's kid touching. Oh, nobody wants to be involved in this stuff. So he hid it under the rug. Trump prosecuted Epstein and Jocelyn. So 2 Republicans are the reason that this motherfucker was in prison. Other people are going to bring up Epstein's connections to the Mossad and stuff like that. What does that mean? Let's see. Let's put our game face on. Let's see how smart y'all is. What does that mean he's connected to the Mossad? Does that mean religious or is that business? The Mossad is the Jewish CIA. Is there like a Christian CIA in America that I know about? They do like Bible study and stuff? No. It's business, right? Okay. So people who knew Epstein or knew about Epstein will tell you he wasn't a Jew in faith. He was a Jew in business. So him being connected to the Mossad, it has nothing to do with the faith base of it. Now you're talking about the criminalistic Jews. Okay, I'm with you on that. So you're saying the kid touching it. Okay, fine. Who is it leading back to though? Because you got to remember, Stacy Plaskett is Epstein's constituent. Is in 2019. Trump been done with this dude like 01, 2000, 2001, something like that. You guys are talking about, oh yeah, he invited him to Mar-a-Lago and stuff. Then why wouldn't we have seen Trump with Epstein? You guys would have had those pictures. You'd have had some 2012, 13, 14. He wouldn't have been saying what he was saying in 2015 about him and Prince Andrew. And then that just popped out. They got pictures of Prince Andrew on top of little girls. Everything that Epstein file is just Pizzagate. That's all it is. That's all it ever was. Remember, the left was the ones that were saying you guys were conspiracy theorists. Just to come out and talk about release the files. Wait a minute. How the fuck is there any files if everything's a conspiracy? It's not real. No, because they wanted to throw it at Trump. Everything's just Trump, 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 Trump. It made no sense to begin with. Man with that much money and that much stature wouldn't need that type of service. And if he was into that type of service, I'm pretty sure. Well, no, he would have been caught. It would have been caught a long time ago. He'd been caught. So clearly, that's not the line of work he's into. Oh, but he was friends with Epstein, bro. You're not saying anything about who? Alec Baldwin. Who else? Stacy Plaskett. Like, Stacy Plaskett's a damn constituent. She works for the government, bro. You guys aren't saying anything about her. Like, why would it make sense to just point at Trump when you got all these other people as well? Why are you talking about him, period? Like, obviously you don't care. This is obviously just for a show because you keep bringing up one name that is cleared of everything. The attorney had been cleared Trump back in 2013. Trump has been clean since 2012. There's nothing in cahoots with him or Epstein or anything. It's just a bunch of talking. People hotlines. People calling it, oh yeah, I was on Epstein Island and whoop, but they have no evidence on Trump. Now the remember the flight list. Yeah, we got Bill Clinton going to Gang of Time. They got pictures of Bill Clinton on Epstein Island eating food and shit. It's like, bruh, we already told y'all. That's why we don't like people talking about this shit. The people that were about saving the children are with Trump. But before Trump existed, they were about saving the children. So that means we know about this stuff. We know about the Franklin cover-up. We know about the trail of the Pizzagate. We know where it leads to. You guys are the ones start talking about Trump and illegals and ICE and vouching for white women, liberals and shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to y'all. To me, the rebels in the streets, the ones talking about fight the power, y'all were always white women. That's all y'all is. That's why you whining. Only a bitch ass man is gonna be marching down the streets whining, talking about give me a job and shit. Dog, where were they coming from? Where did these black people get their shirts from? If everything's segregated, where they have the boots or the shoes to march in? What were they eating for breakfast? What were they eating for lunch? How did Martin Luther King get to fucking college to begin with? Even if he went to high school, college. What high school did he go to? What middle school did he go to? What elementary did he go to? They were all segregated, so clearly you don't need these people. So what are we talking about? This is all bullshit. All this stuff is wrapped around Stalinism, leftist communism, socialism, Marxist, fag, dumb shit. That's what all this stuff is about. And when you're wrapped in all that stuff, who's the most vulnerable? The children. And that's why we're dealing with this type of conversation right now, because everybody's stuck on themselves. The more you know, the more you grow. And the older you get, the more you start to realize a lot of these adults are self-loathing. They don't care about these children. They don't care about tomorrow. They care about themselves. And however they can get the clout and they belly full, they're willing to do it. And at the expense of everyone. And it ain't right because, we think women are weak. Shit, children are 10 times weaker than women. And all this stuff wrapped around the Nickelodeon thing, all that's been there. All that has been there. Just look at the Epstein files. Just look at them. Why the hell is Obama in there? Why are we talking about celebrities? Why is all that even in there? Because that's all pizza hoax stuff. That's all Pizzagate stuff. It's been there. It was never a hoax. Some of that shit was hotline bullshit, and then some of it was leading to the side it was always going to lead to, and that was the Democrats. That's where it was from the beginning. I don't know what more people want. I've already explained that this is a Photoshop picture. I'm not saying that this is authentic. I'm saying it was code language. It was leading to something, which was Pizzagate. Then people said that was debunked. It wasn't real. Then out of nowhere, they finally released the Epstein file. It has a gang of this type stuff in it. If the only thing that they released was a bunch of hearsay nonsense and Pizzagate info, then the main thing that the Democrats wanted was that porn. That's what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted that porn because there couldn't have been, too much dirt on Trump. Y'all would have been let that out. As soon as he went down, it escalated. That stuff would have been out. It would have been out. It's common sense. They don't like this dude. They don't want him to win. That would have been the first thing they threw out. They would have been like, yo, this motherfucker dirty. He part of the government. Or he's part of the Epstein file. Look at him. He's bad news. But no, that's not what happened. What happened was y'all motherfuckers lied and put the dirt on somebody that it wasn't even on. And now that this stuff is out, people can see clear as day Trump's not guilty at all. It's going back to the left. It's going back to the Democrats, where it always was. That's where it always was, y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's where it always was. It was always on that side. The niggas are dirty. They've been dirty. They've been fucking Satanists. You know what I'm saying? I've already showed y'all the Democrat coalition of Satan thanking Democrats. I don't know what more y'all fucking want. What's next, guys? What's going to be the next thing? Because I think the left is dead. I think anybody advocating for the left after this is fucking through. Especially if you really read those files. It's going to take you back somewhere you already went. And you're going to be like, nigga, we already told y'all this shit, though. We already exposed these motherfuckers already. And now you guys are late to the party. And you're just making it look bad. Making it look like you guys aren't as smart as you think you are. But for people like me who've been new and been told you, motherfucker, shit. Whatever. Hey, man, you gotta make your choices in life. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna choose what side you're gonna be on. A lot of y'all done switch to the dark side willingly or unwillingly, but I suggest you figure that shit out because it's a wrap. Meanwhile, next video I'm doing is a damn football video. We're gonna get into that shit. I'm gonna have some fun. Ghost. It's over. Been telling you motherfuckers for 11, 12 fucking years. It's like, damn, all the fucking kids that got hurt along the way. That's the saddest part.